Lady Gilvin again. That's the point where Mandela disappeared through the wall. Elanarae looks the wall over quite thoroughly without finding anything out of the ordinary. When it gives it a slight push, a door suddenly opens. Oh, Gilvin. Then reunite again. Okay. Big lock. It's a jail cell. Right now it is inhabited by Xebat Durban, the rat catcher, who is chained to the wall. He shows no reaction when you talk to him, but just stares into empty space at something you can't see. It takes Elena just a few quick moments to free the man, but Durban stays as apathetic as before. In the end, you decide to leave the rat here for now and look around some more. Why is this suddenly so loud? I reduced the sound level. Strange. I have to check something. Be right back. And I'm back. So, Xebat Durban was there. Strange. Big lock. Somebody here? Hello? From the looks of it... Oh. Okay, there's another lever. It's a door. That's the exit. Okay, we have to leave someone here. Yes, Lady Gilbert. So, now we can unite. Sheesh. Ooh, that looks different. Big. Dead end. A mirror. Elanarae barely touches the mirror when the world around him appears to dissolve. Shocked and dismayed, you watch Elanarae being drawn into the mirror. His silhouette fades away. Soon the mirror just looks just the way it did before. Elanarae cannot move. A blind panic grows inside him, and the urge to move grows overpowering. By and by, Elanarae's mind is clouding. It takes a long time for the panic and confusion to give way to merciful darkness. Oops. Am I dead? Oh. Snap. Click the lock. Ah, wait. I lost my rogue. I hope we will find him somewhere. Force the lock. It's a bedroom, Lady Gilvin states with a grave expression, seeing the coffin. It is lined with wine-red velvet and contains an embroidered shroud shot through with silver and gold threads. The wardrobe is filled with various bulging dresses of diverse colors. The Felami is a woman of exquisite taste, it seems, at least exquisite dress sense. Passage. Cast for ramen.
Porta et Janua, aperite vos!
Oh, silvering. And a wristband. I hope I didn't lose Elanarae for good now. Hoping. Load. Usually they are asking you, do you really want to go there? Do you have a free... You shouldn't use it, you should give it to her. Here, have a wing. Take the wing, whisper. Whoa, look at these muscles. You enter now. Huh. A feeling of nausea attacks Loco, and for a moment he feels as if the floor has dropped out from under his feet. But right away the sensation passes and he's back on secure ground. Ah. And there should be... Force the lock? Force the lock? Force the lock? Come on. You can do it. Perfume. Now that looks a lot more inviting than coffee in the living room, declares Loco. The bed is very large, looks exceedingly comfortable, and appears to be in regular use. Pity. Oh, Loco whispers with some regret. You're not here to sleep. Okay, you go north. Unite with the rest of the party and give Victorian Robot the wing. I think the wing is the one that allows us, but better safe than sorry. Okay.
Porta et Janua, aperite vos! Porta et Janua, aperite vos!
Perhaps we have to find the key. The desktop contains several empty sheets of parchment in a neat stack, with a feather pen and inkwell next to them. If I might make a suggestion, the desk drawer could prove more interesting. Ah, small key and antibioticum. A book. You can eat one of the antibioticum too. Now we find some here. Let's see if we can open the chest now. The key from the desk fits, Victorian Robot shouts, and inserts the key into the lock of the chest. The key fits, however the chest cannot be opened. Wait. Is there something to the south? Yes. The mirror is a different color than the rest. Victorian Robot touches the glass, but nothing happens. Can you open this door? Whatever. Let's unite. I'm still hoping that I find myself somewhere. Cautiously, Loco climbs up the ladder. In the north wall, he discovers several small holes and takes a look through them. With some amazement, he finds himself looking out into the former guild headquarters. While investigating further, Loco notices some seams in the wall, which suggests a secret door. However, the way to open it will have to be a mystery. It appears to require the Felamia's mystic powers. We've been tricked, curses Loco after getting back down. That evil woman wanted us to discover the headquarters to make the guild move back to where she could use a secret entrance again. Okay. The shelves are filled to bursting with parchment scrolls. When Victorian robot pulls one out, a whole bunch of them come tumbling down on her head. Carefully you replace them. Victorian robot settles into a chair in one corner of the room with one of the scrolls. With a shriek, Victorian robot jumps up. When she feels the chair moving beneath her and two invisible arms enfolding her, she stares at the piece of furniture in shock. Could she have been imagining things? A soft giggle coming from nowhere, and a door seemingly opening and closing by itself proved otherwise. Victorian robot almost knocked down the shelves in her fright, and the floor is covered with scrolls. Cursing, Movok bends down to pick them up. A bound tomb tumbles down from one of the shelves, right on top of his left big toe. Looking at it, you see "Diary" is set in large letters on the front of the book. Diary. We have enough, almost enough. Gilvan, you get one, and Venus Atlas, you get one. Let's read the diary. I have seen and heard about a lot of things, but the sort of elven magic Mandara's practice is totally unknown to me. Jargon only laughed when I told him. He is one of the best magicians I have ever known, but one not so fine day his blessed arrogance will be the death of him. A decisive breakthrough. Yanis has survived the passage. I have grown so accustomed to having the dog around, I would have sorely missed her. The poles were just 5 feet apart, but yet the dog would have been torn apart in the outer dimension if it failed. But now Lucira is gone without any trace as well. By now I'm quite certain Endeavor is behind this. I have set Yanis to guard her. She will wake me if the elf leaves her hut. And during the break-in I trembled as I've never done before. Lucira has a grievous wound on her neck, and she has lost a lot of blood. I am hiding her at my place until she regains consciousness. I wonder who this Mandara really is, and what's the meaning of all this, and what she will do once she finds out her victim has escaped. Lucira woke up, and even Jerrigan had to admit he was fooled by Mandara. He was shaking with rage, for his vanity won't allow him to admit any woman's superiority, no matter how beautiful she is. There will be a meeting tonight, and there the dignitaries of this town shall decide what to do about this brood that feeds on elfish blood. The preparations are finally complete. We have equipped ourselves with weapons of silver, and Jerrigan has prepared some magical amulets. He looks much older now than he actually is. Lucira has developed an antidote to the Philamria's gaze. May the 12 have mercy on us should it fail to work. Let's hope Mandara doesn't get suspicious at the last moment. This will be night. 10 days have passed since Mandara was slain. The corporation had the collapsed tomb rebuilt for a funeral, and the sarcophagus has been sealed with Jargon's magic charms. He, unfortunately, has been buried now as well. Everyone who is anyone in this town was present at the rites. A black lotus was planted on the grave as a remembrance to the hero of this dire night, and yet I cannot shake a feeling of dread. It was all too easy. Lucira read the preceding entry and laughed, but there was no joy in her laughter, only bitterness. Jerrigan is dead. 7 citizens were literally torn apart by Mandara. 7, a magical number. And yet I say it went too smoothly. But I know Lucira isn't comfortable with it either. For today she presented me with her new creation, a magical cape copying the Philamria's powers. The wearer is made invisible even to elfish vampires, but can see everything himself, especially elven vampires, even in the magical cloak of invisibility. Lucira has returned to her people, not for good, thanks be to Hesinde. I could not bear the thought of continuing my life without her. Meanwhile I have returned to my work on movement magic. I have hidden the poles inside large mirrors, which is not an ideal place for them. There needs to be a magical presence to stabilize the magic mirrors, but well, I shouldn't expose the common folk to too many things they do not understand. When tonight, during the new moon, I was wandering about under the cover of the Elanarae cloak, Mandela really did fool us all, for I've seen her. She either mesmerized Niam or even took her place. I shall find out, and once Lucilla has returned, we shall finally destroy this monster. Lucilla has brought back a crystal that can trap and store the light of the moon. Moonlight kills the Elanarae, and knowing that now, I noticed for the first time that all the disappearances of elves occurred when Mana had veiled her face. We shall not repeat Jurgen's mistake. There will be no army, just Lucilla and me, and we will wait for a full moon. That leaves us only 2 weeks to prepare. And after more than 3 months, I have finally found the strength to face life again. The cost of my victory of the Elanarae was far too high. It wasn't just our unborn child that died along with Lucilla that fateful night, but a part of me. And for a long time, life seemed to have lost all meaning to me. We didn't even get a chance to use the Green Elf's moonlight. Mandela killed Lucilla before she could open it. I know it sounds ridiculous, but only because she paid me no attention was I able to strike her with my silver dagger. I am not certain Mandela is really dead even now, but I've magically sealed the tomb and the amulets hold the Elanarae inside the sarcophagus. If she is still alive, may she suffer for my deeds and there, and I suffer from hers here. Many years have passed and I have turned into an old hermit. I had almost forgotten about his diary. A short time after my last entry, I found Mandela's hideaway. It is down in the sewers and quite contrary to my expectations. It is not a dank hole, but carefully constructed and comfortably furnished. After Yanis found her way into Bowen's halls too, I have moved down here permanently, so I can pursue my research without distraction. My masterpiece must be the Hall of Mirrors, which opens innumerable doors into different worlds. Who knows? Perhaps I'll find a better one than this among them one day. Okay. I'm pretty sure we were responsible for releasing Mandela. Oh, what do we have here? Queen of Atlas takes a look at the cold brazier, then examines the shelves. No shortage of fuel, I see, she says with a grin. I guess no one could accuse her of being a bibliophile. Don't you dare! Roars Victorian robot of Queen of Atlas and jumps in front of the shelves like a sleek panther, protecting her young. Oh, I love this fighting quotation marks between my people. We didn't open the door over there, so let's go there. And I still hope that I get my myself back. Otherwise I guess I have to load and redo this all over again. Cast for ramen. Okay, I cannot open this. What the hell?
Porta et Ianua, aperite vos! Porta et Ianua, aperite vos!
Wait. Ah. This is a bathroom. You can see a large wooden tub, several buckets of fresh water, and a round hole in the floor covered with 2 wooden planks. Small jars of oils and salts rest on a small shelf. The locker contains arms and armor. Presumably this is the elf's equipment. Good. We take the golden shield, the bolts, move knife, bust. Ooh, the moon lantern. Take it. Queen of Atlas can't shake the sensation of being watched by unseen eyes. While she's looking about, Leia spreads the contents of the chest on the floor. A beautiful hooded cape takes her particular fancy. Leia pulls it on and suddenly she disappears in front of your very eyes. You look at where you last saw Leia. Now Queen of Atlas notices 2 more shadows on the wall than those cast by your party. One of the shadows Probably Leia bends down and a dagger with a silver blade levitates on the ground and abruptly flies across the room. The second shadow backs